Okay, so it's Thursday, August 3rd, and I'm still struggling with this Mercedes seat. I do have a new used control module, and it works. I installed this in the car without any, just the mechanical stuff. And all the motors work, everything works fine. So now I'm just waiting. I ordered some seat covers, so that's going to go in the car pretty soon, probably this next week. Today I took the passenger side door off because the passenger seat wasn't working either. So I've removed this, and I've gotten the switch out. And this switch here is totally different from the driver's side. This switch actually sends ground and power to each motor directly. So it just switches polarity depending on where you move these levers. Ground on one side, power on the other, and then the opposite to run the motor one way or another. So I took this whole switch apart, cleaned all the contacts, and the switch it works. It ohms out. All the connections are good. So that's what's going on with that car. And I also got another bandsaw blade. I cut a bunch of frames. All the frames are in there in the front. This frame here was too high, so I took the deck beam off. I'm going to cut those down and establish a line here and cut it to the right height. I don't even know if I don't think I even need that other deck beam. I mean, there's so many in here. It's I got kind of worried about, you see on the second and third frame how they get hollow at the top. There's a flare, but the first frame has no flare. So I was thinking, that can't be right. But I looked at the Ben Ain hull that I have, and that's the way it is. The flare is only in this short section, and then it becomes blunt again. So I get all these. There's like a few more to cut here at the end. After that, I'm going to I'll do the larger hatch, and then back here another hole for the boiler casing and the engine casing and all of that. The building that sits there. I'm not intending to put a motor in this or anything, but I suppose you could. Be a little difficult to run the tube through here, but once everything's glued together, I suppose it could be done. But I think here at the back, I'm just going to get balsa, put it in between these forms and sand it to the shape, because there's no way that I can plank that. even this here, where it starts to, you see it comes along pretty much plumb, and then all of a sudden it's curved, and then it's got an inward curve there. That's a lot of bending. I don't know what I'll do with that. I have to get some really thin wood. But that'll be later, so I'm not going to worry about that or obsess about that now. And so anyway, that is it for today.